It's been with me. It's been a journey I've been on since probably my early years at art school. I've always been mesmerised by the spherical form. And this journey, I guess the spherical form is probably one of the most purest styles of forms that I can imagine creating on a potter's wheel. It creates volume, obviously, because you have an internal space as well as the external space. And it's a really interesting form to play with because there's so many variations of it that depending on how narrow you make the base of the form, how much lift you give it by where you start to swell the form out from. So yeah, it's something that I guess has captivated me from a very early age, and it still does captivate me. The idea that I have now is to try and get this really beautiful form, but also make it look like it has some type of freedom and freshness and expressiveness to it. These forms in this current show do explore that with a lot more movement in the form and the surfaces as well. So yeah, I guess it's something that just it's more of an evolutionary journey than a revolutionary journey. So it just slowly evolves, and over that time, I think I've been, fairly true to my own inner feelings by exploring it and playing with it. And what you see in this exhibition present in the current is pretty much the pinnacle of it at the moment in my journey. I moved to Yanchep in 2012, I think it was, and when I saw Matt's images, I was just like blown away because of the colours and the sort of textures that were in those images. And by this fate of the ocean, we ended up meeting each other in the surf. So I should have known he would have been a surfer. And we struck up a conversation. And at the time, I was starting to think about a new body of work, and I asked Matt to maybe document, was probably the best word, that body of work and the making all the way through to the exhibiting at the John Curtin Gallery in an exhibition called Confluence. It sort of sparked, a lot of interest in my work, and those films actually travelled worldwide through different craft maker style conferences and exhibitions. And it was a really good partnership. The Yanchep arts community is really special, and I've been fortunate to, be actually working with Jessamine and Matthew Bettinaglio, and basically bouncing ideas off them. They're also, awesome people to hang out with, and they're a lot younger than me, so they give me fresh ideas, and I hope that I can impart some wisdom about my journey onto them that they may hopefully be able to draw on as well in their future. And we find ourselves working together again now. I'm present in the current at the Wanneroo Regional Gallery, and it's really nice because I hadn't seen the film. So my first viewing of his work was when I walked in to see the exhibition. So I trust him a lot. He did a good job, and it blew me out actually when I saw it. I walked in here, I saw Matt's film, and I also saw Jessamine's film. It actually brought a tear to my eye, to be honest with you. I was blown out by both their works, and how well they've sort of synced in with what my feelings are about the ocean and the making process. And it's produced this incredible show that I think is, one of the best shows I've ever been involved in. people do ask me, am I going to sort of go into a different sort of journey and move away from this spherical form? At the moment, I'm ready to do that. I think I'm ready to actually start to explore some different ideas, and I will continue with this very free-formed surfaces and these textural surfaces that I have on the work here. But I think I'd like to explore working on a flatter surface and maybe working towards making some really large plate style forms, quite gutsy, in the same vein as these forms, but it might go somewhere else too. It'll be a starting point for me. There's quite a lot more work. As I said, this body of work is really a culmination of 40 years of work, and to start a completely new form, not that it will be completely new, because I have explored other forms in the past, but it will take some time to really get it to a place where I think I can show it and exhibit it. So, yeah. One of the biggest things that I think, for me, that's been a really strong point is that I haven't ventured sort of too far away from trying to make these beautiful sort of spherical forms, and not only just spherical forms, I guess, but pure forms, whether it be a sphere or a bowl or just beautiful clean lines on a potter's wheel. And I've pursued that pretty much my whole career, and I have never really wavered too far away from that. I've always been true to my own gut instinct to actually pursue that. If you keep on being true to yourself and working hard, it will come to you, I'm sure. So, like I said, I've been working at it for 40 years. I'm not a multi-millionaire or anything. I haven't done it for the money, that's for sure, but it's been a great time. I've enjoyed it very much, and I've met some wonderful people on the road, and I hope I'll meet a lot more.